Well, good evening, everyone. Michael, soothing here. I have tonight another haul video. This one is Dollar Tree. And once again, almost all of it is stuff for Joanne's ASMR channel. She gets a little bit of revenues from her channel, but I'm quite sure that she likes to spend more on the stuff than what she gets in revenues, so we're doing the budget Dollar Tree thing, right? Because she has so much fun making her videos, just as I do with mine. But I want to go through and see what she bought. Let's check it out together and see what she's going to do. Mostly she does mukbang, eating kind of type videos. Let's see what she's going to do here. She's going to do some fluffy stuff, cotton candy. I always felt like cotton candy was kind of a ripoff because it just shrinks into a little tiny pellet as soon as it goes in your mouth, right? And you go to these carnivals and fairs and things, you buy a big ball of cotton candy, costs you a lot, and it's just a tiny bit of sugar that's been blown up into fluff, right? Look at this long list of items. Wow. From Dollar Tree. How many items are there? 47 items. Wow. They're all only $1. What else do we have in this first bag? You're going to have a lot of crinkling in this video. I hope you like that, okay? This is a whopping, huge unicorn twist pop lollipop with all different colors. A unicorn horn. Would that work with my hat, do you think? Let's see. Okay, yeah, now I'm a unicorn, okay? I don't know. There's 60 calories, in 1/9 of this, right? So, like 540 calories in the whole thing. Solid sugar, okay? Next up, it looks like she doesn't normally do girly stuff like painting her nails, but I think for her videos, she's going to do some nail polish right there. We have some glitter and some orange. And then we have Christmas stuff is coming into the stores, of course. It's actually been in the stores for quite a while. Gingerbread man, or gingerbread woman. I don't know which. How come there was no gingerbread? Oh, it says they're cookie men, okay? So they have a gender. See, the women are lucky. They don't have to get chased down and eaten by who was it that was the wolf? Was it the wolf that chased the gingerbread man? I can't remember. Here we have a little gingerbread cookie house right there. Only $1 at Dollar Tree. Everything that you buy there is $1, which makes it kind of easy and convenient to know how much you're spending. In my opinion, that's the first bag. The next bag has big stuff in it. big stuff. We have 3 bags in this haul. What was that one? Someone, have you any wool? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full. Who is the guy they're saying that to? I can't remember. That rhyme. Okay. Oh, look. We're going to do some tapping, ear-to-ear tapping in this video. First this side, and then this side. A little whispering too. We like wheat thins, so this, and these are also crunchy, but this is some generic version. I have no idea whether they're any good or not, but they're a nice in-between meal snack that really don't bombard you with sugar or calories. However, I can't say the same for this next thing, which is Toast-'em Pop-Ups. Toast-'em Pop-Ups. This is brown sugar cinnamon frosted with a layer of gooey cinnamon sugary stuff in between. You pop these into your toaster. Let's read the instructions. It looks complicated. I wonder if it is. Set the toasting appliance. I would think that would be a toaster. Set the toasting appliance at the lowest or lightest heat setting. Remove the pastry from the pouch. I would have written that in the reverse order myself, but that's just me. Insert the pastry vertically. They're doing this as if you're building a small engine or something. It's not that complicated, folks. Look at all those instructions there I'm reading you. Wow. Insert the pastry vertically into the cool toasting appliance. Yeah, toasters are really cool, all right. Except I think they mean, would someone pop the thing down to toast first before putting it in? I don't think anyone would, but I guess they're trying to be really, really clear so that they can be free of any potential Toast-'em Pop-Up lawsuit liability, right? Number 3, attend the toasting appliance while heating. Attend, that's like going to a meeting with the toasting appliance. While heating, do not allow children to operate the toasting appliance without supervision. This really is advanced, because I guess if you're 12 years old, you can't take that out and drop it in the toaster and toast it. All right. Number 4, we're on instruction number 4. After warming the pastry, allow the pastry to cool briefly. Remove the pastry carefully from the toasting appliance. And then they have an equally extensive set of microwave instructions. That's, so you never knew it could be so complex an engineering feat to pop something in your toaster, did you? But there you go. I hope the flavor will be worth it. Frosted brown sugar cinnamon. How many calories? I don't want to know, just in case I have one. 200. Oops, now I know. Sugar, 17 grams. Carbohydrate, 37 grams. That's only 12% of your daily allowance. So you could eat like 8 of these, right? Okay. Never mind that. Let's go on. What else do we have here? Oh, my little stream light battery burnt out. So I had to get a couple of, it's only $1 for a 2-pack, but you can get a 4-pack of regular batteries for also $1. Next up, maple cream cookies. I got a hankering for these a little bit when we were in Canada because they make everything maple there. See the maple leaves on the cookies? There you go, right there. Doesn't that look kind of yummy? If they're actually maple flavor. I didn't have any dessert yet today. Perhaps I'll open these very carefully and without leaving any detectable marks. I'll snag one of these cookies. There's a foil pouch inside. Let's see if I can open it without anyone ever knowing. This will never be noticed, I'm sure. We have to test at least one. They're very, very small, so I can tell you I won't get a sugar rush. There's only 130 calories in 7 cookies, right? So that means there's only about 18 calories in this one little maple leaf cookie right here. So don't worry about my health just yet. They smell very mapley. They don't taste quite as mapley as I would prefer. This guy says, Bud's best. Now how can you not trust a cookie made by someone named Bud, right? It's gotta be trustworthy if it's made by Bud. Bud says, here's his signature down at the bottom. Cookies are in my blood. Yeah, now they're in my blood too, because that cookie's going right to my bloodstream. Cookies are in my blood. As a boy of 12 years old, working in my aunt's bakery, I knew someday I wanted to have my own cookie factory. I think I read you this whole bio in a previous video where we were trying his little chocolatey chip cookies. So I'll spare you a repeat of the bio, and instead we'll put that aside, and no one will ever notice that I took any bite out of that thing. Okay, what's next? Some 2.75 reading glasses. You know, these reading glasses are only 1.25, so why would you ask, would you get 2.75 high magnification where everything would look blurry if it was further away than this from your eyeballs? There's actually an explanation. These are pretty good for $1, by the way. And the explanation is, I was fishing yesterday and it was getting dark. And I had caught one small trout, and I broke my hook on a snag in the lake I was fishing in. And when I went to tie a new hook on, I did not have any glasses in my pocket. And I could not tie a hook on that line to save my life, literally. So I said to myself, I'll get some cheap reading glasses, I'll toss them into my fishing stuff, and that embarrassment will never happen to me again. And because when I tie the line on the hook, I'm going to have it up close to me, a higher magnification will work better to see that little tiny hook eye, right? So next time I will not have to feel embarrassed being unable to tie my line. What's next? Vanilla wafers. These go good with a variety of desserts. When I was a kid, I didn't buy this, Joanne did, but when I was a kid, my grandmother would take these and she would slice up a banana and she would put a slice of banana between two of these and give that to me for a snack, or 5 or 6 like that. And that was pretty good. So it brings back some memories. This is Bud again. This guy Bud. Little cookie, big taste. There's Bud right there. Okay. So that's not bad for. Then we have here next Crunch and Munch. Caramel popcorn and peanuts. You're probably asking yourself right about now, look, 0 trans fat, so you can eat all you want, right? I'm not going to have any. This is for Joanne and her channel. And if you're asking yourself, isn't Joanne going to have problems with her teeth and diabetes eating all of this sugar? The answer to that question is no, because her metabolism for some reason is really good at burning up carbs and sugars. I've tested it because I have a blood sugar meter for my own use purposes. Actually, you stick it in your thumb, you stick a needle in you. It's not very pleasant, but I'm keeping mine down at a proper range. I tested her blood sugar more than once, including after she's had big meals or after she's had many sugar products, and she doesn't get a spike in blood sugar the way a diabetic or a pre-diabetic type 2 diabetes person would. So she's safe for now, and I think it's because she comes from the Philippines, where if you come from the islands in the South Pacific or Southeast Asia, places like that, where there's a lot of jungle, they eat a lot of fruit, and fruit is loaded with fructose sugar, and so their system develops kind of an immunity to sugar or something. Also, she's got beautiful teeth with no problems or cavities. Check her smile on her channel and you'll see. So it's not affecting her teeth either. She goes to the dentist and has pretty much a perfect checkup every time. But I think when she gets a little older, she'll probably have to moderate her intake. Until then, she gets to indulge for the sake of her subbies and her videos, but she doesn't honestly eat all this stuff. She'll sample it and then give some away or something, in many cases. Here we have one of her all-time favorites, white fudge Oreo. See the white? It's not my favorite. I like just the chocolatey ones. But she loves these. She's a lover of white chocolate. Here they show you things you can do with it on the back, see? And she picked this up because you can only get them at certain times of year, as you see. It's limited edition there, see? So you can't get these just any time. Although I suspect if I got her a half a dozen boxes, they'd still be good a few months from now if we left them sealed in their package, unmolested, right? So Oreos, good for any splurging occasion. What's next? Lifesaver Gummies. Lifesaver Gummies. Collisions, this one's called. 2 flavors and 1 in each gummy. 2 flavors. You can see on the back. I think the Lifesavers are talking to each other. What are they saying? My dad was a cherry and my mom was a watermelon. Well, this Lifesaver's mom's gonna be pretty pissed off that she's being called a watermelon. Don't you think? But anyway, that strikes me funny. I couldn't have wrote that better myself. Okay. Anyway, you get the idea. It's a fusion of flavors. You've got raspberry lemonade, cherry watermelon, and pineapple punch. That should be interesting. This has a pleasant sound, so if we do a little ear to ear over here, we'll do this side, and then we'll do this side. Be pretty good. So, gummies, collisions. I'm reverting to whispering. Got a little bit of a sore throat. I was sipping tea yesterday. Oh, I talked Joanne into buying this one, which is usually reserved for Halloween or something like that. This is crunchy peanut butter bars. She's never tasted these, but I've always thought they were quite yummy. Now, I can't eat them, but with her here in America, I'm introducing her to every junk food there is, right? Just so she can, and these are made in the USA. She's made some really interesting videos about candies from her former places of residence, which was Denmark and Sweden, many years in each one. And then of course the Philippines. What does this say? Atkinson Candy Company has been making delicious peanut butter bars ever since the early 1940s, when Michael Atkinson created this sweet treat. Today we still use the same recipe of simple, fresh ingredients made with handcrafted care. What are those ingredients? I wonder. Cane sugar. Yeah, not just any sugar. Cane sugar. There, there, see? Corn syrup, peanut butter, which contains dry roasted peanuts, salt, and, for you health buffs, preserved with vitamin E to maintain freshness. So instead of chemicals, it's vitamin E. And natural vanilla flavor. Hey, that's really pretty good ingredients. No chemicals or weird crap in there. I like that. I may have one or two, but that's all I'll be allowed. Two has a little bit of sugar and a little bit of calories, not so much. It'll be worked off on the treadmill, of course. What next? We have something Christmassy. Curled candy cane with gummy figures at the bottom. A Santa and a Christmas tree underneath some curled candy canes. So that's kind of interesting. Joanne will make a video with this one for her ASMR channel. I don't know how many treats she'll do on each one. What else we got here? Milky Way Midnight. She didn't buy this. Someone else bought it, hoping that no one would notice. They're little miniatures. I can have one each day, but not if I'm having any of those other treats. But she did buy this, which is marshmallow treat reindeers. Reindeers. Again, we're getting close to winter, Christmas time, and all that kind of thing. So these are chocolate marshmallow reindeers, and she can make a video out of that. Her subbies like her to do marshmallow treats, so she'll do something with that. There's some bells at the top, and yeah. Where do they make this? I bet this one has something bad in it. I'm right. It's got, besides the usual sugar and corn syrup, hydrogenated palm kernel oil. That's bad for you. So I won't eat any of these, and I'll tell Joanne to only have one for her channel. It's also got high fructose corn syrup along with regular corn syrup. It's got lecithin and red 40 and artificial flavor. Red 40. Is that the dye they make out of some kind of bug? I hope not, because I'm always hearing about some kind of food coloring red dye that's made out of bugs. And I don't want to ingest any bugs, not even in dye form. But that's just me. Perhaps you feel differently about it. That's all we have today for the treats. I know that's not 47 items. But there were a few items in there that were just boring consumables. Feminine hygiene. No, I don't even want to say what they were, because then I might make bad jokes, because I can't help myself. And I don't want to get into any trouble. I'm always in trouble anyway. And I don't want to make it worse. Some of this was just stuff for upcoming dinners and things she's going to make. Cans of coconut milk, big cans of spaghetti sauce, cans of condensed milk, several packages of walnuts. Yeah, quite a bit of this is for baking and things like that. Holographic wrap. Well, that was wrapping paper for gifts, because we're starting to already do Christmassy shopping and gift wrapping and things like that. All right, so I think that's about it, everybody. Nice sounds. Until next time, don't ASMR and drive. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.